Well, today we're celebrating pride and getting outside. The natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest draws in all kinds of different people, but establishing a personal connection to wild spaces isn't always easy.
Yeah, that rings true, especially for historically marginalized groups, but one local nonprofit is working to change that. Emily Burris has a look inside wild diversity and their life-changing work.
Well, I had the chance to catch up with some of the Wild Diversity team during Pride Month for a hike in Forest Park. Thanks to the work of their nonprofit, more folks are finding that kind of connection to their peers and the natural world.
When Mercy Mufon moved to the Pacific Northwest several years ago, they saw a need among Oregon's vast and beautiful wild spaces. As someone who loves spending time in nature, Mercy wanted to share that experience with other folks.
That freedom, that rest, relaxation, that reset, like I wanted our community to have that.
But that community can be difficult to build in spaces that are often white and heteronormative.
Our community faces prejudice, racism, homophobia, transphobia all the time. And going out in nature doesn't change that. What changes when people are out in nature is that they're further away from support system, they're further away from safety. So on top of those risks of worrying about bears and cougars and hornets stinging you, you also have being so far away from a support system of people who actually support you for who you are.
And so Wild Diversity was born, a local nonprofit to help build community for all in outdoor spaces.
At the end of the day, it's our goal for them to just feel comfortable and say, hey, I can try this on my own too in the future.
Do you see people gaining confidence being outside in real time on these outings?
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at the trajectory of a youth program where the youth comes in, they're brand new, and what they can accomplish by the end of the week is really huge.
From afternoon workshops to weekend outings and multi-day treks, Wild Diversity offers all kinds of outdoor activities that help BIPOC and LGBTQ+ communities find their place in nature.
I think it is really helpful to get out in a group and know that you have other folks with you who share some similar experiences and who are going to have your back.
Kaya Austin signed up to be a volunteer guide in 2020.
When I'm like out with my partner, for example, in rural places, there is a question in my head of like, am I going to be able to kiss them right now? Are we going to hold hands and feel safe in this different environment? Where if somebody did mess with us, what are our options? We're like out in the middle of nowhere. So having that psychological piece can really put a damper on things, which is why it's so special to be here in a group and have the support of Wild Diversity.
Those positive experiences are what fuel the group to keep pushing past all kinds of barriers. Financial access through sliding scale pricing, a gear rental library, even scholarships, all help more people gain access to unique outings and memorable moments.
We're creating a person that is falling in love with the space. It makes them more likely to help also preserve that space, also caretake that space, you know, not just use that space and leave. And so I think that creating these moments of joy, creating places and spaces where people can find their love language outdoors are all things that create future stewards, and it's really important.
Well, if you want to support Wild Diversity and their work, you can join them for their annual fundraiser, Wild Queer, a dance party Saturday, July 13th at Revolution Hall.
To get tickets and learn more about the summer camps and year-round programs Wild Diversity offers, go to the story at coin.com.